All right, excellent. I'm honored to be here. Thank you for inviting me, Celine. Thank you, Pastor Neville. Uh, I see we got some new people here, at least the first time I've seen you. Yes, when I just got into this business not too long ago, about 2 months ago. And like a lot of businesses, I was skeptical, but I was looking for something. I was looking for something that worked. And it was because of Pastor Neville. I'd met Pastor Neville before, and and the gentleman I work with also, his name is Mike Leader. He told me about this business opportunity. But when I heard that Pastor Neville was in it, I thought, well, this has got to be good because he's a great guy. And so I says, I'll give it a try. So I did. I went and signed up for it, and I paid my amount. At the time, it was a little bit more. In December, it was about 16,000 or maybe close to $17,000 per Bitcoin, which was the equivalent of about $300. I don't know how much that would be in pounds. Maybe 250 pounds or something like that. But anyways, I thought, why not? I'll give it a try. So when I saw the opportunity, I thought, this looks really good. I'll go ahead and I'm going to share it with two of my best people. So I did just that. And I waited because the system, sometimes it takes an hour or two for it to happen, and I fell asleep and thinking, oh gosh, this probably isn't going to work. But anyways, I woke up with about $600 in my Bitcoin wallet. And for the first time, I'd actually seen a business that actually worked, and it worked really quick. How? Simply by sharing with just two people. So I'll even go into my back office and just show what had happened with me. I do my demonstrations a little different. I love how they do them. I just like to do them on my own because I'm kind of bad following scripts sometimes. So here, let me just, I'm going to share my screen with everybody real quick, just to show that this really does work. Share screen. All right, excellent. Now I do have, I have a few accounts because, I mean, these accounts, they make money. So I don't mind, getting an extra account. I don't want to get too many. I got two really good accounts, and I got a couple other accounts that are starting to make money as well. But let me go ahead and log on in. And I'm going to go to the positions. This is my main account, and I can kind of see everything that's happening underneath of me so far. And I can see my other accounts in there too. So I'm just going to go to the matrix. I'm literally going to show exactly what I had done and how I tripled, not just tripled my Bitcoin, but multiplied it over and over and over again. Now, see, this business is unique because this isn't one of those businesses where you need 1,000 people, where you have to start, where you start making money. Because I've been in those kind of businesses before, where it took like 6 months just for me to start getting paid, and it took a lot of people. What really caught my attention was just two people. So let me ask you this: do you know two people that want to triple and multiply their Bitcoin? If so, then this business is for you. What I did simply was I shared with this gentleman right here. His name's Frederick. He's in Ghana, Africa, and he got really excited about it. So this is what happened. Well, I was waiting for my registration to go through and all that, and then when I fell asleep, this gentleman here, he went and did his part. He went and got his two people like right away. So he signed up this person right here, and he signed up this person right here. Now, how this business actually works is we go get two people. We share this business with two people, and we just encourage and help them do the same thing. Help two, help two. It's real simple. And there goes my alarm right now. I don't know how I said it wrong like that, but anyways, let me go throw that. Hide that phone somewhere. There. All right. So anyways, that's exactly what I did. Now, this is your A line. When you bring in two people, this is your A line right here. You don't get paid on this line. The person above you does. However, this is where you get started. This is why they call it leveraging. You leverage other people's time and other people's money, plain and simple. So when I share with this gentleman, he brought in his two. This is the B line, which is also known as the pay line. So when he brought this person in, I got paid. And this happened while I was sleeping. I wasn't obviously I can't recruit while I'm sleeping, or I can't share the opportunity. Sometimes I don't like using that word recruit. So let me rephrase that. Sharing. I can't share when I'm sleeping, but other people can. So he did that. He shared with two people, and I woke up and I got paid. Then I brought in my other partner. Okay. And then he had gone so fast. What he had done, now this isn't just get to and help to, it's also when that happens, they cycle out or they fill the board up. Filling the board up is getting all 6 positions filled. So anyways, he had done it so fast, he filled up his board. So guess what happened? Everybody came in on his paid line. He tripled his Bitcoin. And when the last person comes in on the board, which is this position right here, the 4th position on the pay line, this was his 4th position. What happened was he did a complete cycle out, which gave him a new board. And guess where he went on the new board? He came right here. So he cycled out and Frederick came right here. So guess what? I got paid again from the same person. So I thought that, man, that was really cool. So he came in on the pay line, and of course, his other people started following. So guess what? This member right here, she got paid. Okay, so she got paid when he brought in more people. So this, I want to say something right now. If you when you share this opportunity, try to share it with your builders, the people who are going to really move with it. Because if you get somebody that just says, I'm just going to get a position and just see what happens, those people can actually really slow you down. I'm not putting them down, but just be aware of that. If you want a fast matrix, you want to get the best people in first as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're going to end up having to do the work for them, or you'll be working a lot more. So that's why it's really good to leverage this. So then, of course, I brought in another gentleman right here, and then I cycled out. So that was a complete cycle, and this complete cycle here on the starter is 0.048 is the payout. And in today's money, as of today, that's about $500 right now. It was like $500. Now then, it was like $900 for me when Bitcoin was at 19,000. It was real close to that. So here's what happens when you cycle out. I'm going to go ahead and erase all this here real quick. Hope you guys can read my scribbling. All right. Now, let me close my pen here. Okay, now these are the boards, and it shows your progress. So this here shows that I had gotten 2 on my front line, and this is really how it's designed. You get 2 and you help 2, which equals 4 right here on the pay line, and that pays you 0.048 Bitcoin. As of around today's value, like I said, that's about $500. Okay, so the 4th person, like I said, actually pays for you to get a new board, the 4th person. So this is the thing I love about it. You never really have to come out of pocket ever again if you do it right. There's not too many businesses like that. I had a business back about 10 years ago, and I paid $120,000 for that business. And I had employees, I had equipment, I had to pay for trucks, I had to pay taxes, lots of taxes, more taxes, social security taxes, list goes on and on, lazy employees. I mean, it was a real pain, you know. I made good money, but still, I mean, you had to put up a lot of money. This type of business, it's almost a joke. $200, you can literally leverage that and make, you can leverage it as big as you want to, actually. That one-time payment that I have so far today in the last 2 months, I have leveraged and multiplied it, no joke, 50 times. Imagine that, a one-time payment. And you know, there's other guys that's done better than me. Like Emmanuel, he's one of my upline. He's done better than me. I think, well, he's been in it longer, but he's done better than me too. I have people in my business that are beginning to do better than me. This isn't a pyramid where the guy at the top makes all the money in the last. It's not like that. This is an equal opportunity. Once you get a position, you can make just as much or more than the person that brought you in. I'm living proof of that. Okay, so anyways, what happens is when you cycle out and the last person that comes in, the fourth person that comes on your pay line, they buy you a new position. And then, of course, it does it again. Now, in the follow me system, the builders, the ones who take it serious and start sharing it and start helping other people, it just happens over and over and over again. So that one-time payment has paid me over and over and over and over and over. Well, this is my new board, which just opened yesterday. And I had upgraded right here. So you do basically the same thing. You encourage your members to upgrade to level 1. Now I'm doing it faster, and I'll show you that on another position that I have. Okay, so you're basically going to see almost all the same stuff right here. But I learned it's better to upgrade a little bit quicker because, you know, do you want to make an extra, you know, you want to make $800 or $900 per person that comes on the pay line, or do you want to make just a couple hundred? You know, it's up to you. But if you want to make more, you encourage everybody to upgrade, especially when they're starting to make money. Have them upgrade. Because then now you have new positions. So when a whole board cycles out, as of like, say right here, oops, let me erase that here for everybody real quick. So instead of making 0.048 on level 1, you make 0.12, which is about, that's about $1,200 as of right now. British pounds, I don't know, maybe that's maybe 1,000 pounds or something like that. That's just what I'm guessing. So anyways, here I have 1 cycle, 2, there's 6 right there. Here's 7 cycles. I'm just going to show everybody that this is real, not bragging, because I know there's going to be other people that are going to do better than me. So anyways, I'm just here to encourage everybody to go ahead and get started. So I'll just show the other position just real quick. And actually it's starting to move again. I kind of took a week off. Let me see here. I'm going to log out and just show the other, my other position, my other main position. Let's see. And this other one here, this happened almost just a little over a week. This happened. Up here it tells what you've earned, just like it did in the last one. I don't know if I really emphasized on that. You get a link right here. This is my other link right here. This comes with your business. Your business, it keeps track of everything for you. I mean, all you really have to do is you just interact with the people that you work with. That's it. What I usually do and what we usually do is we do meetings like this, and we also bring them in on one-on-one video meetings. That seems to work the best. I have done a few just through chat. Okay, like today I was doing one through chat. through another account that I have, but I'm not going to get into all these different accounts. Okay, so anyways, same thing. So this time when I got into this one, I kind of learned my lesson. And when I had started out my starter board right here, when I started this starter board right here, instead of playing around, I went straight to upgrade to level 1 right here. I didn't take any of that money. I just put that money into buying into level 1, which snowballed a payment. Instead of having just 0.048, I was able to walk away on this one with 0.012, which, like I said, that's around 1,000 pounds. As of right now, it's maybe about $1,300, something like that, maybe $1,400. I have to go look at Bitcoin's price. So anyways, bottom line is, altogether, I've cycled a total of 14 times. So if I could do it, I believe anybody else out here can do this too. You just have to be willing to share the opportunity with others. You bring them to meetings like this. And here's the bottom line is, this business has really helped me fire my boss. I don't have to work for somebody else anymore. I'm in other cryptocurrencies as well, but cryptocurrency has totally changed my life. Last year, I fell on some really hard times. My father had passed away. My sister stole my inheritance. And I had quit my job to take care of my dad. So all of a sudden, when he passed away, I had nothing. And I was like this close to being homeless. The only reason why I wasn't homeless was because some friend says, hey, you could come stay here, till you can figure out what you're going to do next. And I got into cryptocurrency. And this was just last year. And since last year, I've used cryptocurrency to buy a very large luxury condo. This is my second one right here. And MLS is really helping paying for it. But when they said that, Derry, also AKA Wall Street, that's his nickname, the gentleman who came up with this nice platform, in his demonstration, he says, you can pay your mortgage in as little as a week. And when I heard that, I was like, hey, I kind of like that. I went and got I said, why not? And I'm looking at $300, well, $300 they could get me that far, at least not here in America. Maybe in Africa, I might be able to live for a month on $300, but not here. So I said, why not? I'll go ahead and I'll invest it in this. Now, I'll tell you what, I am so glad. And everybody here, I'll tell you what, you have nothing to lose if you know people that want to multiply Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, it might appear like it goes down if you look at it just on a daily basis, but if you look at the big picture, it's been going up strong for 10 years. It literally started out, and I mean, it almost sounds like too good to be true, but it is. It's true. It started out under a penny. If you would have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin when it first came out, you would have $110 million today. $100. So tell me it ain't growing. You have to look at the big picture. What you usually will see, let me get a whiteboard on here if I got one, just to show you basically what Bitcoin kind of does. For anybody that's new to it, maybe everybody here knows more about it than I do. I'm just a guy that I took this and I just ran with it and I learned as I go. That's how I've been most of my life. Even when I bought my business, I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to go talk to the president of this association and say, hi, I'm the new owner. and hey, what were they doing wrong so I can do it right? So this is the beautiful thing about this business is you can learn as you earn. You don't have to go get a degree. You don't have to go study cryptocurrency for 100 years or go to school. This is our school. This is an education platform. We teach and help and educate everybody how to multiply Bitcoin. Plain and simple. We follow the steps. If we're not greedy people, but want to share this opportunity with others who are sincere, I'm living proof. I mean, it's paying for this place. This is just my bedroom. It's almost as big as some people's apartments, and my bathroom is bigger than the room I was renting before I got into cryptocurrency. One of my bathrooms, anyways. But not to brag, just to say, if it could do this for me, it could do it for you, and I hope even better. I really hope that on almost everybody that comes into this business, except for the shysters. I don't hope them to do better than me. Those are the only ones I don't hope to do better than me. Anybody else, I don't care where you're from, don't care where your background is, y'all could do just as good or better than me, and I pray and hope that you do. Now, anyways, this one good thing that I do like, let me see. Oh, I was going to demonstrate something on my whiteboard here if I still have it up here. I started erasing a lot of stuff. Okay, I was talking to the CEO. I've become friends with the CEO in this company. And I've been having problems getting Bitcoin. I've been selling a lot of my Bitcoin, you know, to new members. So it's been real hard for me to upgrade sometimes. It actually caused me to miss some upgrades by selling others Bitcoin. I'm like, hey, Derry, you know, I tried this Coinbase crap, and they do all this know your customer. And so they make people wait a long time until they release the Bitcoins. So he told me of a new site here that where you could buy Bitcoin with a credit card. And I hear it's really, really good. So it's if you all are paying attention, go to www.worldcoinindex.com. Also on our MLS site, coming soon, we'll be able to buy Bitcoin if you don't have any, and be able to buy it right through the site, which I think is really cool. That saves a lot of headaches of trying to find somebody who has Bitcoin, or getting overcharged for it, or even getting scammed, because there's a lot of people out there that will say they're going to send it to you, but once you send them the money, if you don't know them, good luck, you know. So I've been selling mine, you know, to new members only that are getting in, but now this is an opportunity for you to get it. So this is our next step, basically. You want to go ahead and start leveraging your Bitcoin. If you're not happy with $200 or $300 in your hand right now, put it in this. Share this opportunity with others. Multiply it. You can literally make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I've made at least $7,000 so far in this in just under 2 months. It was a little bit under 2 months that I did that. I'm ready to make my next 1,000. That's awesome. Just to do that all from $200, I mean, that's incredible. And when people buy a new position for you, when they come in, I have to count that as a payment too. That's 14 positions that other people have paid for me, or in other words, 14 payments that I didn't have to pay. I really like that. So anyways, I'm going to ask for some people's feedback here real soon, but last but not least, this is how we get started right here. When you get somebody's join link, whoever brought you to this demonstration probably gave you a link. If not, or if you just happen to float in, you can use mine. If you just happen to float in, I'll give you my link. This is where we go. You're going to have a back office here. Your back office is going to look just like mine. Everybody all starts out with 0, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to join a level. Now, when you go to MLS starter position, you need a total, because there's sending fees back and forth. I'm noticing Bitcoin sending fees, at least on the blockchain info. I just went and got another wallet because all of a sudden the send fees have gone down to like 15 cents for me to send now. And before it was like $20 to send. I don't know what happened, but the toilet unclogged. So now the send fees have gone way down, at least for the blockchain wallet. I don't know about the other wallets. And I also have a Coin Payments wallet and a Coinspace wallet and other wallets. But anyways, we do recommend that you use the Coin Payments wallets just for transactions to go smoother. But once when you put in your payment, it doesn't go to the company. It actually goes to another member. This is a member-to-member platform where payments are sent and received. It doesn't go to the company. There's just a small admin fee just to cover the costs, which you'll see in here when you go to purchase. You're going to purchase using coin payments. I guess I don't know why this one's not showing purchase. Maybe there's no positions available for me at the moment because I have them already. But anyways, let me just go back. Okay, yes. So we go ahead and we purchase using Bitcoin. Now here's the thing. If you know people and you want to come in with more money, and this is what I'm doing now, because there's people that look and laugh at $200 or $300 to get started. Oh, that's it? Oh, that's going to take forever for me to make the money I want to make, because you may be dealing with people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And, you know, to them, it might not be worth it to get in for 200. So if you have at least a starter and level 1, you could bring them in on both at the same time. So if they work them together at the same time, instead of making $200 profits per person, you literally make close to $1,000 per person on your pay line, which can make it actually worth their while. So that's what I'm starting to do now, is I'm starting to suggest both. Just make sure you have both positions for people who want to, you know, kind of come in at a bigger level. And then you just encourage them to upgrade, cycle out, help two. It's really simple. But this business right here, this education platform, this gives you the opportunity to take control of your own take control of your own financial destiny, basically. I no longer depend on a boss for a paycheck. I love that, because when I've worked for bosses, it seemed like I got nowhere in life. It seems like they just give you just enough, I can't say every company, but the majority pay you just enough just to keep you poor, keep you coming back, keep you showing up for work, keep you building their dreams. Now this gives you the opportunity to take your own home economy into your own hands, and you can start making your dreams happen simply by helping other people's dreams happen. So with that, I'm going to stop talking and just ask if anybody's got any questions or feedback. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing the screen here too while I'm at it, so that way we can see everybody a little bit with bigger pictures here as soon as there we go. All right. So let's see here. So if you want to say or ask any questions, just go ahead and unmute yourself or wave and I'll unmute you if you don't know how.
Yeah, well done, Nathan. Very good presentation. Excellent.
Thank you, Neville.
Very good.
Great. Well, it's an honor to be with you, Neville. Like I said, you're the reason why I signed up, and Mike Leader. I believe in Mike Leader, definitely I do. But when I heard that, oh, Pastor Neville, he's in this business, and he's doing rather fantastic. And so I was like, oh, Pastor Neville's in this? All right, yeah, I'm going to do it. That's when I knew. I thought, okay, there's a guy I believe in and I trust. He's a wonderful, loving man. Pastor Neville here, he's a genuine, loving guy. And he's down to earth, too. He doesn't just preach at me. I mean, he talks to me like a human being, you know. He doesn't talk King James to me. He just talks like a normal guy, but he's just got a great heart. So,
yeah, and I'm converted Mike now.
Oh, okay. We got Magic Mike on here, too? Or is
yeah.
he Oh, okay. Excellent. Oh, wow. We got a lot of people here.
Great presentation, Nathan. We got loads of people on tonight. So we've got quite a few guests, I think, on the call as well. So any guests, please do ask any questions that you come to mind if there's anything that you're not clear about. So please do ask a question.
Yes, good evening. Thank you very much for a beautiful presentation. Could you please repeat the name of that website?
Okay, excellent. That is a very good question, because I need, I'm tired of selling my Bitcoin all the time. I mean, seriously, it's actually costed me a small fortune. I couldn't upgrade to level 2 on time. It's a little difficult to explain, but make a long story short, it actually cost me a few $1,000s because I was selling my Bitcoin. I didn't have the money to upgrade in Bitcoin. So it's called worldcoinindex.com. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to highlight it here. And I'm going to put it in the chat here, the Zoom chat. Let me, oops, see right here. Chat. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in there for you. That way you don't have to spell it all out and just copy and paste it from right there. So hopefully you see that in the Zoom group chat.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone. I'll do it again.
Now click on chat.
It
Yeah,
is.
Click
I
on
have,
chat.
my dear. I have. It's on chat.
Yeah,
It's on chat.
it's there, Nathan.
But I
It's
don't.
there.
Yeah, I see it's there.
There.
Oh, good, good, good. Thank you.
You're
Very
welcome.
much. Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions or like, but go ahead, Jordan. Hey, welcome,
Hello.
by the way.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I joined a group called Bitcoin Road Trip, which seems a little bit similar to this, but they didn't explain to me what I had to do. So I've put a purchase into it, and I've not made any positions. And it's been sat there for about 3 months, and no one's ever like sat and told me what it actually is. They were just like, sign up to this, invest your Bitcoin, you'll triple it in a month. And I'm like, all right, and cool. So I invest, and it's not even showing that there's any Bitcoin in there. I've got one level, but nothing else. But I am interested in jumping onto this one.
Well, Jordan, I would encourage you to, because you'll be joining our team, and we take care of each other. We want to make sure you're successful. Our success, Jordan, is going to depend on your success. So you could tie them in, you could bring them into meetings. You just bring two good people. You know, even if they're not that good, at least fill a spot for a moment. But I do suggest you bring a builder. You try to bring your best first.
Yeah.
I really do suggest that, because it'll move a lot faster if you do it that way. I've seen people who will bring like two people that just sit there and go, boo, 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 boo. And you know what? What you have to do, if you bring in people like that, you have to build for them. There's no way around it. So it's almost like you put a stumbling block in your way. It's like, oh man, now you're multiplying your own efforts, which is actually not really what this is designed to do. It's designed to get to and help those two with two. Plain and simple. So I'd say, yeah, you're more than welcome to our platform.
Brilliant. Oh, man.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we got a wonderful team, and we can all get together. You know, we can exchange Facebook links and stuff like that. We support each other here, and I've got a great team, and I've got Leon here. She's like my #1 cheerleader, I swear. She's always here saying, "Go, Nathan, go!" And she talks to my other people, and she doesn't profit from that. That's what I really like about that. I mean, and Celine too. She's probably not making hardly any money off of this. She's just doing it in a team effort. Maybe she does have her own people on. If she does, great. But that's the way we are. We're here to help everybody succeed, and helping each other. This is how we become financially free, is by helping other people. What we make happen for others, I believe God makes happen for us. So yeah, man, welcome to the club, Jordan. I think you can. Maybe that was just like to get you at least started, so you can get into a good program that does work.
Yeah. I second that, Nathan.
Because what it is I've got an old boss I used to work for, right? And he has a really easy job. He imports tires from Germany, Part 1 tires. So he's got a lot of money because he makes a hell of a lot on it. And I've been telling him about cryptocurrencies for ages. And everyone's like, it's a bubble, it's all a fantasy, it's not going to happen. And then last week, he rings me up.
Okay.
I really want to get involved in cryptocurrency. You know, I want to start trading or something like that. And obviously, this has just come along.
Yes.
for me. So it's a good little standoff point because I can get him involved, which he can invest big, you know, which then
Right.
puts your positions up and, you know,
Well,
try and
there you go. If I was like in your position, I would go ahead and perhaps get the starter and level 1 and get your boss in on that. And if he knows people that want to do the same thing, you're going to work with him. You're going to help your boss. You're going to bring him to our meetings.
yeah.
And whoever your upline, or I don't like saying upline. Let me just say the partner that shared it with you. Because I like to try to eliminate that old talk of MLM talk. This is what I call peer-to-peer marketing, which means person to person. We share with one person at a time, basically. And this is awesome because, like I said, I do have people making more money than me, or I've got some people that are getting ready to anyways. So it's not a pyramid at all. And if you actually see how it cycles out, it's almost like a tree with branches that flourish out, and then they drop, and they more flourishes out. It's just incredible. It's not a pyramid at all. We did actually. I got a guy in it, and he's like a scientist. I mean, and this guy, he made $6,000 in his first week. No joke. Guy I signed up, $6,000 his first week. But he just sat there in my matrix for a month, and I'm like, what the heck? Why isn't he doing anything with this? You know, I'm just looking. I'm like, what is he just sitting there for? But he was analyzing it. I mean, he was thinking all kinds of stuff. Next thing you know, he brings me to his site, and he's got all these boards drawn up and charts and this and I was like, oh my gosh. So he really analyzed the heck out of it, and then he just smashed it when he got in. So anyways, you never know. Some people, they can literally come to life when they start seeing a little bit of money. This program really works. I've been on a lot of programs. None of them I've gotten as good as results as this. And I think this is better than trading too, because you really got to understand and know what you're doing when you're trading. Otherwise, you can lose your hindquarters.
Yeah.
This, you're actually multiplying your amount. It's different. Usually in trading, you know, it's all about buying low and selling high, or right before it dips. You got to know how to predict that. And and I signed up a friend who's a trader, and he loves this better than trading. And he's been trading Bitcoin for 10 years because you'll make a little bit off of your trades, you know, and this and that, but you can make a ton, literally multiply over and over. So you're actually growing your amount rather quick. I think this is better than trading. That's just my opinion. Unless you have millions of dollars, then maybe that would be a little better, and you still got to know what you're doing.
I had something that in me. Right. So say I managed to get my old boss on board, right? Because I know he's a Muslim, and he's a very busy person, family wise and stuff like that. It'd be possible for me to run his account for him as well as my own, you know, and then do the sharing from that and that.
You can, but this is what I would do. I would get him proactive on it, like because Mike Leader does that for other people too. But I'll tell you, he's got to send you people. Say, like, I mean, seriously, you can't do all the work for him. You know, you might as well just buy your own position and work for your own position. You know what I'm saying? So make sure your boss. Seriously, I'm just being honest with you. Make sure, say, all right, boss, hey, I got this great program. You know, just show a little demonstration, or even bring him in on a meeting. Let him get a little excited, but say, yeah, send me people, and I'll assist you with that. You know, so to help you get started. And encourage him, you know, to get his own people, because, I mean, unless you don't mind working voluntarily, but that's just what I've noticed, that if you do all the work for somebody else, you might as well have just bought that position for yourself.
No, well, what it is I'm in a bit of a financial situation at the moment, and if I can get him to pay for my position while I do his accounts, it all pays for itself, if you get what I mean.
Okay, I got you. Say, hey, Yeah, there you go. Well, there you go. That's a good. Hey, there you go. You're thinking outside your box. You're being creative. That's good. I would probably do something like that too if I was in a situation like that. Seriously. So that's great. Why not?
Because like, do you reckon this platform is something that's going to stay around for a long time, or is it going to be something where you've got to try and make as much money as fast as possible for if it does pop, and then at least you've made a lot of money?
Well, I don't know. You've probably heard of John McAfee. If not, McAfee Antivirus, I'm sure you've heard of.
Yeah,
He's one of the
yeah,
world's
yeah.
leading cybersecurity experts in the world. And he is adamant that this is going to hit 1 million. He's been studying this like a hawk. Matter of fact, he owns one of the biggest Bitcoin mining companies in the United States. And he's predicting it 1 million. Many other top analysts are predicting it as 1 million. So many believe it's going to hit anywhere between 100,000 and 1 million. Now is a really good time before it starts getting too expensive to try to get yourself at least one Bitcoin. Because
Yeah, so it's
yeah, and when you do, don't be like me, you know, sell all your Bitcoin to members. I mean, maybe I did a good thing, maybe I didn't, I don't know. But nevertheless, I'll just still make more. I'll get it all back. As a matter of fact, I have been getting it back actually. When I do sell it, I always sell it to somebody on my pay line, by the way. So I do get it back. I do get it back at least. So
that's innovation, that.
yeah. So you know, if it's going for say $200 right now, I'll say go ahead, send me $200, and they come on the pay line, and I get, you know, close to that, because remember there are the little admin fees and there's send fees, but like I said, the send fees are going down, so this is going to be very interesting. But yeah, I will get it back, you know, but sometimes if they come on an A line, I won't get that back right away, but when the A line brings in 2, then I double my, you know, so I will get it back.
Yeah.
Just always, if you do, just keep those things in mind. It sounds like you're a sharp guy. You're figuring this out already. So, anyways, excellent, man. We'll be happy to have you with us.
I'll do.
Excellent. Yeah, in this group, we do these meetings every day, so you're not going to be left in the dust like you were the last time. Maybe that just woke you up to the reality. Now, these things do work. You know, I was very skeptical.
I was thinking that because obviously I've got a position that I've paid for on that, and if it's the same kind of thing as this, obviously I'll join into yours like this platform. But obviously now I'm aware of what you have to do. I can just start it on there as well, you know, and get that going because I've paid for it. It's sat there. It's been sat a month, and I don't know if anyone's done any work for it, or you know, because I didn't know you had to go out sharing things and joining people. It just told me invest and it'll triple your money, and I'm like, yep, get rich quick. Doesn't work.
Yeah, you really want it like a community, and this is what we are. We're a community, you know. And I'm gonna bring people to this too. You know, if I'm too busy to do a presentation, I'm gonna say, hey, listen, come to Emmanuel, Celine's, our group, and we help you out. You know, we literally do the presentations and help you get your people in for you. So this is leverage as well, having a good team on your side, working on your behalf, my friend.
Brilliant. Well,
Who introduced Jordan? Who introduced you, Jordan?
Celine.
Oh, excellent. Well done.
Excellent.
You're in very good hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very, very good. Yeah, Celine's very good. She's a sweetie. I liked her too. She spent time with me when I first got in, and I didn't know her from Eve. You know, not Adam, but Eve. I didn't know her from Eve, and she was so helpful. I mean, she spent like 20 minutes on a Zoom just explaining things for me. And I'm not even direct, but that's what I love about her and about Emmanuel, about our team. We all here try to work together the best that we can so that you can succeed, Jordan. And I see we've got a lot of other people here. Anybody else have any other questions before I call this a meeting? I see somebody raise their hand. I'll go ahead and unmute you there. Oh no, you're reaching for something. Never mind. Okay. All right. Well, in saying all that, I just want to say, hey, thanks for coming on. God bless everybody. And we will see you guys on the next ones and the next meetings. And we look forward to meeting your new friends that you're bringing in. Okay.
Oh, I'm said.
Excellent. All right. Have a great day, everybody, or night, I should say, over there.
Thank you, Nathan.
Here.
Fantastic presentation.
Excellent. Okay.
Nathan.
Uh,
Nathan.
yes.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I'm Jacob.
Jacob. Nice to meet you, Jacob.
Yes. Yes, I'm new to your. What is it called? Business now. I want to know some things. I read about basic strategy, advanced strategy. Can you explain more about that?
About some advanced strategies.
Yeah,
Basic
I can help you with
strategy
that,
and
Jacob.
advanced strategy. What are the difference?
Okay.
Jacob, I can help you with that. I just posted a difference on the chat. Basically,
Okay.
the basic strategy you're starting at starter level, which is 0.0165 Bitcoin. So that's the basic strategy, 0.0165 Bitcoin. But we recommend you start on the advanced strategy, which is starter level and level 1 at the same time. So that is 0.062 Bitcoin altogether. So the reason we advise you to do the advanced strategy is so that when you bring your two people who do the same thing as you, and they do the same thing, what happens is you're in profit straight away, as well as cycling over and over on both levels, on starter level and level 1. So starter level pays out 0.048 Bitcoin, and level 1 pays out 0.12 Bitcoin. Okay, so with the advanced strategy, the total amount that you'll get back is about £1,300, 0.168 Bitcoin. That's if you bring two people doing the same thing as you, doing the advanced strategy, and they do the same thing. They bring two people. They end up with a profit of about £500. And you've also got enough to upgrade to level 2. Level 2 pays out 0.3 Bitcoin, which is about £2,500.
Great.
So every level recycles over and over.
So I'll just I'll draw it real quick. I love playing with this pen. I got a little touchscreen laptop here. So I'm going to draw exactly what she just said. If you want an advanced strategy, and if people want to come in, but they think that's not really a lot of money. If I'm just going to cycle out and make about $500, I want to make more than that. So this is what Celine is talking about here. Say this is your starter right here, okay? You get your starter level, and I'm going to change the color right here. And this is your level 1. You do them literally at the same time with one person right here. Okay, this is one person, and they are getting the starter and level 1 at the same time. And you teach them to do that, and they're getting level 1 as well. So the black is the starter, and the yellow is level 1. That's gold. So when you bring in people, you're going to bring in people the same way. They're going to start with both of the positions at the same time. Every person you bring in, you're going to bring them in starter and level 1. And then you're going to have them do the same thing. So when they duplicate that, they're going to get the starter, starter, level 1, both at the same time. So like she says, you're going to be getting multiple payments. You're going to be getting basically 2 payments at the same time when people come in on the pay line. So instead of getting tripling your Bitcoin on your starter level, you're going to be Octa. No, what is 6? I forget. Quinn. I think it's Quinn. In other words, you're going to do it. You're gonna leverage it. You're going to get 6 payments, and when the last person comes in and does the same thing, they will buy both of your positions on your new boards. So that's basically how that would work. You're almost mirroring, but you're doing 2 at 1. And this is for people that want to come in with more money or they have a really good understanding. Yeah, I would say go ahead and promote this. I'm already starting to do that in my team as well. As you can tell, I'm a slow learner. It's taken me almost 2 months to figure this out. But this is very, very profitable for people who don't really want to play around with just a couple $100. They want to get in, with a little bit of skin in the game. So yeah, I would strongly suggest this, especially if you know just 2 good people that would be willing to do this. You don't have to know 100 people, just 2 good ones, like I said. So anyways, there's a nice little advanced teaching for everybody. Does anybody else have any other questions before we call?
Sorry, Victor.
Sure.
Yeah. If you bring in 2 people, and these 2 people are not really getting another 2 people, it means you're stuck. Is there anything you guys can do?
Well, yeah.
2 people are not really moving.
Well, I don't let people get me. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you bring in
2 people?
I don't want to say they're a dud. Maybe they just don't know what they're doing, or they don't get it, or maybe they just don't want to do anything. And yeah, you're right. And if that's the case, you have to kind of pick up their slack, and you'll have to get those. You have to put those people, the 2 under them, in order to keep moving. But yeah, people, if they do that, you can actually still work around them. So let's just say if you get say this guy right here,
Yeah.
he's just sitting there. You got these positions, they're paid, you've been paid there, you've been paid there, but nothing's happening here. So you know what you do? You sign them up with your link, not theirs, your own link. They will go right here. So you still get paid. Okay. And if you're still not doing anything, you're still just sitting there, then you go ahead and you bring in that last person, and that pays for you to re-enter both of your new positions, your starter and your level 1. Or even if you're just doing a plain 1 board, doesn't matter. It's the same. It's basically the same principle. But at least these 2 people that you brought in, they're going to follow you. But when these people do cycle out, when they get there too, that person's actually going to get paid for doing nothing. But that's how this is. You just got to keep moving. And I've had this happen more than once. I've had it happen more than twice. In fact, I have it happening right now. In different matrices that I have. So I feel your frustration. And that's just when you got to get a new person and go ahead and put them in that position. And this time, get a builder. If at all possible, get somebody that's going to take it serious, so that way you won't have these future headaches.
Well, I'm thinking this is just like what happens in some years back, like 5-6 years back, where you have the money tree. Being introduced and people enter, but you get caught stuck along the line if somebody is not really working on it. I'm just curious that this might rather be the same thing if you actually don't work on your people. As you said, if you bring in 2 people and the 2 people are not really working, you can look for another 2 other people to put under them. Actually, they will be making money while you're working for them, just to keep the system going. You got to work harder.
Nathan?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I just suggest?
Sure.
Who introduced Jacob? Jacobs, who introduced you?
Is that who introduced me?
Who introduced Jacobs?
I think he's one of my friends, yeah?
Yeah, but because this is taking long, can I suggest that we take it offline and someone speak to Jacob directly to explain everything so that we can finish this presentation because another one is coming up at 10 o'clock and time's running.
10 o'clock today. Oh,
Does that
okay,
make
no
sense?
problem. No problem.
Is that acceptable? Does that?
That's okay. That's okay. So that we can move forward.
Yeah. So if someone can call Jacobs and explain in detail, because we've got another conference coming in at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Selena, are you there?
All right.
Hi, Neville. Yes, I'm here.
Did you hear my suggestion?
Yes. Jacob, who invited you?
I just got the information through somebody, and somebody sent an email to me. The person that
Okay.
introduced me has not really joined.
Do you know who
The what?
that person was? If you reply to the email or reply to the message, that person will get back to you. If they're part of my community, then you know we'll be able to help you with all your questions.
Okay. I'll do that. Thank you.
If you can just drop your number in the chat, send it to me. Send me a message.
Lovely.
Yeah. So Jacob, you know
Yeah,
what? One last thing. I would encourage you, just keep moving. You know, don't let another person stop you from getting ahead in life. You just move. You just work around them and learn a lesson. So when you do bring in people, make sure they're serious. I've actually taken the opportunity away from people that I really started. The more I listen to them, they're like, well, I don't really know anybody, and I want to do it though. They're like, oh, I want to do it. Oh, I'd love to do it, but I just don't know anybody. I can't talk to anybody. You know what? I just tell them, I'll say, hey, you know, I really appreciate that you like this opportunity, but why don't you come back when you at least have at least one good person or two? We can maybe help you, you know, sign up another serious person. But you really want to bring in serious people. It's actually worth it. You'll actually make more money by telling them no and putting somebody serious in, versus bringing somebody that's just going to sit there. Try to pre-qualify them. Make sure that they have other people. If not, they'll just get in your way, and you really don't want that unless you don't mind working for other people and making other people rich. You know, they knock yourself out. Sign as many of those up as you want, but you know, it's anyways. Yeah, I would pre-qualify people. Make sure that
one more thing before I stay off is that I just realized that those at the top will be growing, while we that are just coming in will be dormant. If those at the top, if the two people we bring in are not responding, if those at the top can help us look for two people, put under our two people, then the tree will start growing. You know, so that people at the top will not just be gaining, while we that are just coming, and you know, getting this to introduce to somebody, but the person is not really being convinced. And if people at the top can really look for two people for us again and put on our two people, then the tree will still growing.
Can I answer that, Jacob? Yes. I understand what you're saying. And, basically, the minimum requirement for you to start earning and making money, making Bitcoin here, is two people. Now, if those two people are not active, in other words, they don't bring in anyone, you can introduce 2 or 3 or 4 more people, and they will automatically go into your B line.
Yeah.
Okay, so what will happen is that you will still get paid if you continue to introduce more people, and then you will overtake those people. If the person that introduced you, maybe that you're the only person they introduced and they're not that active, you know, you can even overtake the person that introduced you. Okay, so you're never going to be delayed in growing. The system is built that way that it will automatically fill out the next available, you know, box in your matrix. Okay.
All right. Okay. That's
These things these things do happen, but you know what? You just have to make the decision that I'm going to build this no matter what. If you make that commitment and decision and then learn, you know, we learn lessons. We want to bring in people who are going to take it serious. That's the bottom line. And you can work around that. And those serious people, they're going to follow you into new boards. And the inactive people, they're going to be left behind because they're not bringing in people. So they won't be able to cycle out. So they're going to be left in another board, which is a good thing. Once when they get out of your board, then you can really speed things up. And the people that you that are serious are going to follow you, and they're going to help you build the boards faster and faster. That's basically it, my friends. So with saying that, I just want to say it's been an honor to be trusted to do this presentation for everybody. But like I said, it's worked for me, and it can work for you, and it can perhaps do a lot better things for you than it's doing for me. But anyways, I will see everybody at the top. And God bless everybody, and see everybody soon.
All the best. Well done, Nathan. Excellent.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome.
I'll give you a call now. All right.
Okay. Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good morning. Good day, wherever you are. Have a great day.
You just have to end the meeting, Nathan.
That's what I'm doing right now.
All right. Thank you.